Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ModzvilleUSA, back with another video. It's been a minute, and it's certainly been a minute since I covered the Picostation. Well over a year ago, made a video showing this off in its current state, and for many moons, the project seemed abandoned, but there is a fork that seems to be making some progress, and it's come to my attention, so dusted this guy off lightly, and we're going to check it out today. This is just all kind of off the cuff, going through the motions here. So we're going to see how games are booting, we'll test a couple, see what our results are. So let's get right into it. Roll the intro. Well, alright, so this is a board made by Helder Game Tech. Hit them up if you want one of these. I will have links below, and there are many different flavors, a lot of different boards people made for the Picostation. I know Mancloud did one, the original creator Paulocode, he made one too, that's on the GitHub. So make whichever one you want, and you're also going to need the Xstation mounts, I guess, or the PCBs. So essentially what I'm going to do, I have an Xstation Ps1. We're just going to tear it open, unplug the Xstation, plug this guy in, and we're good to go. But yeah, if you don't have an Xstation Ps1 already, you're going to need the Qsb and the flex cable to sort that out. So that'll all be linked down below, but I'm good. So let's just tear our PS1 apart and give this a shot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I opened the lid to my PS1 and then recalled, oh yeah, I've been procrastinating installing this PS1 in-game reset board here from Will's Console Modifications for many moons. So we're going to install this while we're in here. Super simple install. We'll have these linked as well. What better time than now? Got to go in there anyway. So let's do it. Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is the controller port here. And I'm just going to pull up the documentation for this in-game reset board. Well, alright, very simple stuff here. Okay, so here we are on Will's site here. And very simple stuff. We just slap this on the controller port, flow it in, and then wire up reset to the main board. So, got my controller port here, pulled off the metal shielding, just slides right off, no screws or anything. We're just going to flux this up. Got the nozzle on for tinier things, but we don't need a metric butt ton of flux here. It's just nice and easy. So I'm going to start here. Okay. Just want to make sure it's nice and flush. Boom. It's sticking up a little bit over here. But we've got some wiggle room. I'm not going to be too anal about that one. That's fine. All right. Now let's get down to the main board, attach this reset wire. This pad looks real weird on camera. Give it a nice dome. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the skibbies here. As you can see, we got the original PS1 digital here. All installed, all gravy, and we are looking, according to the documentation, it appears to be either this resistor or the leg of this capacitor. I'm actually going to beep it out, make sure these are the same, because it looks like it's on the capacitor. Let's switch back over. Yeah, it appears to be on the capacitor, but it's a little tough to say. It's kind of touching both, so let's make sure that these have continuity, and if so, I'll probably just do the resistor. A little bit easier to access there. So, well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, there is indeed continuity here, so let's just go ahead, come in, turn this up a little bit. Boom. Okay. Beautiful. And since there's continuity, I wouldn't mind just bridging these two. That'll give us a little bit of a little extra strength. We don't want to we don't want this wire snapping the resistor terminal. Yeah, that's nice, right? That nice meaty joint. A little extra leverage. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clean this up, and I'm actually going to just do an extra precaution here and just do some UV resin, just to tack it down, take a little bit more tension off the joint itself, because we got to finagle this wire through the shielding. And we don't want no bullshit, you know what I mean? Okay, it's all reassembled. I've got the wire coming out of this slot here. Give it a little bit of slack to work with, and we're just going to need to attach it to reset, clean up those points, and then we're going to test out Picostation. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, from a hardware standpoint, we are pretty much good to go. We need to update this guy right here, and then we need to set up an SD card with a game to test. So let's do that right now. But first, got all these boards we need to make for this project. All linked below, of course. So let's have a word from today's sponsor. They can help you out with that. Big ups to today's sponsor, PCBWAY. If you're in the market to get some PCBs manufactured, 3D print work done, or CNC machining, PCBWAY has you covered. My personal favorite is the retro stuff section under shared projects. If you find a project you like, you can order one directly from the page with the choice of having it assembled as well. The creators of these projects even get a cut from your purchase. Click the link in the description if this interests you. Now, let's get back to the show. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have this hooked up to this grimy micro USB cable I got floating around. I'm going to hold the boot button, plug it in, let go. And it should be programmable. Yes. Okay, so back to the GitHub here. I'm gonna click on releases. Click this bad boy right here. Okay, so I've got the UF2 file that we downloaded right here. And now all we gotta do is drag it on over to the RP1/RP2. Boom, it disconnects, it's flashed. We're good. Okay, so here I am on the SD card here. I've gone ahead and dragged over Crash Bandicoot 1. And what we need to do, it's still just one game at a time. And we need to slap our cap locks on, go Unirom. Boom. Then we go to the Q file, we go Unirom. Boom. And then I'm going to open this in Notepad. Okay. Here we go. And now I am going to select this right here and go Unirom. Boom. Okay. Save that. Sick. Now, before booting this up, if I recall correctly, I had tried like a bunch of different games, and I can only get like one to boot, like kind of inconsistently with the previous version. So we're gonna try it right now and see if the first game we try successfully loads and potentially plays decently. So let's give it a go. Ladies and gentlemen, good news, it's working. Let me get this captured real quick. Successfully loads and potentially plays decently. So let's give it a go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good news. Whoopsie. Ladies and gentlemen, good news, it's working. Let me get this captured real quick. This is running beautifully. Very nice. Okay, I want to slap on a Tony Hawk, maybe Tony Hawk 2. See if it boots, and then we'll play a level. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. It's so weird without music. It's almost eerie. What the fuck? I don't know if it's the blue retro and me being so far, but something don't feel right. Why can't I blunt slide, dude? There we go. Hell yeah. Eat shit, Chad. There we go. Blunt slide, fucker. Give me a break. There he is. Okay. I'll take it. Nose blunt. Get a Manny. Let's keep going. Oh yeah. Eat shit. Best Tony Hawk game ever made. Right here. Might be a normie take. I agree with IGN or the reviews on this one, but this is my favorite. Running perfectly, guys. This is running perfectly. Now, I'm not going to sit here and test every single PS1 game ever made. I've tested 2, and they are flawless. And if you want to go ahead, try to remember in the description, I'll have a link to the original one, or my original testing of the non-fork vanilla release, and it was pretty scuffed. I struggled to even get one game to boot. Took a while to get it to work, and it was inconsistent even when I did. So yeah, this is a huge improvement. Games are running. Really all it needs is a nice interface, UI, similar to Xstation or even Pasio, a loader, menu loader where you can choose your bin files, your cube files, whatever game you want to play, ideally with artwork. That would be sick, and this would become a very cheap Xstation alternative that's real cheap, real easy to produce. Yeah, this is big, guys. This is big. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it may have seemed like this was dead in the water. I thought it totally was, but we've got some smart minds on this one. JohnBaumann, big ups, dude. This is looking really promising. So if we get a UI, if we get a menu, we get a loader, this is it. This is Picostation is game on, and these are going to be probably the way to go. So yeah, keep an eye, solid eye on this one. It's very cool.